Alright, welcome everyone to another night of recording between me, Rai, and a very special guest for today. This is the Reimaru Files podcast, the first one for 2018. Hello Rai, how is Japan?
Cold, help me.
Sorry ka na lang. I can't do much about the weather, man. And anyway, we are being joined today by a very special guest, suddenly available, so let's go ahead and jump onto that chance. Gloco is here with us today. Hello, Gloco.
Hello! Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, what's up, what's up? Hello to everyone watching or listening to this podcast.
Alright, thank you.
You
Alright, so this year we decided na we're gonna start a little series and take it as far as I can, where we want to be able to interview all the people behind the scenes of gaming. So there's yung mga streaming, merong mga nag-organize ng tournament, merong mga merong mga active sa tournaments mismo. And well, you're definitely one of the most prominent sa streaming, no?
Yep. Well, I don't know about that, but kinda.
Well,
I guess I don't know.
In the Philippines, you're one of the few people with over 100,000 subs on YouTube. And I think that speaks for more than itself. I mean, yun nga, so I kind of went like mini stalker mode on you when I realized that, oh, I'm gonna interview today. Okay, check your wiki, check your YouTube, check your Twitch.
I have a wiki?
you have a wiki.
I have a wiki?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, dude.
No. Thank you to whoever made that wiki.
It's quite updated kasi your latest endeavor noted there was about your Train to Busan dub.
Oh, that was like a year ago. I'm actually searching right now if I have a... okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Hanggang kinain mo daw kanina nagdamay.
Okay. Anyway. Okay. So okay, right. Why don't you start for us?
Yeah, dude. So, for anyone that doesn't know you, could you introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, right. So, yo, what's up, guys? My name is Gloco. I am a content creator. Didn't even know about that word, content creator, before until I started YouTubing. But hey, I do YouTube. I stream Twitch now. So I play a lot of games, a variety of games. Mainly anything that's pretty interesting, or I can't say if it's mainstream, but yeah, actually I tried to dwell out of the mainstream stuff. I play a lot of anime games and horror games, and sometimes I do a bit of comedy stuff in between, and sometimes vlogs, which I kind of hate doing, but a lot of people seem to like it.
I'm gonna ask you about that.
Yeah, that's me. So yeah, I mean, I'm just your typical video game nerdy otaku weeb thing.
Nice. Okay.
Nice. Yeah. So, content creator is the word for it because some people just, call themselves YouTubers or
yeah, that was
whatever.
I actually labeled myself or identified myself as a YouTuber before, and then suddenly people are like saying, "Oh, you're a content creator." And sometimes I post stuff on Facebook and stuff, so I didn't know about the word content creator until everyone started telling me about that thing.
So it's like the new buzzword for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But do you believe you fit the label quite well?
I still think that it's a lot more cooler being called a YouTuber or like a Twitch streamer, because like when you tell people that you're a content creator, like, okay, so like what kind of content do you make? Because sometimes now content creators are classified like memers. Some people are like posting stuff on just Facebook. Some people are just concentrating on one platform. So like it's kind of cool being identified with a specific platform that you're really proud of. So. But still, yeah, content creator, yay.
Okay.
So no, when you do say that, do you mean like you have a preferred platform to post your content on?
Well, not really. But I think I post a lot more content in YouTube. But I do all my streaming in Twitch. But sometimes most of my Twitch highlights are getting imported to YouTube, so it stays there. So if I could describe myself in another way, I have a heart of a YouTuber, but I'm having a lot of fun streaming right now, so I
So,
still don't know.
so you're cheating on
I
YouTube.
love both. I
If,
love both platforms.
if YouTube was your
I do
wife, you're
think there's
cheating
a
on
lot
YouTube.
of fun you can get out of like having a live audience. It's
Yeah,
probably not something you get out of YouTube.
yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. I have a heart of a YouTuber, but I bleed purple. If you guys think.
Oh,
Let's get
they
my-
started. They started that recently in Streamers PH. Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
there you
I
go.
think they picked it up from EG.
The bleed purple thing. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was a thing already for Twitch streamers. Okay.
Anyway, well,
Anyway,
actually, like, you started like a bunch of years ago. I think maybe 5.
Yeah.
Like,
4 years ago.
4 years
I think
ago.
almost 4. I'm turning 4 years. I mean, my channel's turning 4 years. This April, I think, or May. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
4
So-
years. Wow.
what made you want to do this? Why did you suddenly decide to start making content?
Well, first I didn't want to be in the corporate world. I wanted to stay away from the corporate world. I was supposed to be a nurse, but then, maybe 2 years before I graduated, I kind of got the idea that hey, I don't want to do this. You know, I don't want to spend my time in the hospital. I don't want to. I didn't want to do nursing things. So
Oh
I
yeah,
tried to.
I
Yeah, tried to think of a way of how to escape from this and try something alternative, but I wasn't really sure about it. So it kind of gave me idea. I was watching PewDiePie a lot back in college, and then I heard that hey, YouTubers get a lot of money and stuff like that, and they entertain a lot of audience. I searched the YouTube if there are any Filipinos who've been doing the same kind of thing as PewDiePie does. Didn't really see a lot of people doing it. So I tried, hey, maybe I can be the first or maybe one of the few gamer YouTubers here in the Philippines. So I gave myself a deadline. So I told my parents that, hey, like, screw nursing. Gotta live on my own. Gonna live with my best friend. Gonna do some games for 1 year and let's see where it goes. If I don't get successful or if I don't see any results within a year, then I'm gonna go back to nursing. But then, fortunately, things turned out great, so I continued, and here we are.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
so you really set out to do this as a career, because some people are like saying they were just doing it to kill time, and then we suddenly realized, hey, wow, apparently I can make a career out of this.
Well, at first I wasn't really sure. I gave myself a deadline. Wasn't really sure what was gonna happen. I had a contingency plan. If ever things didn't work out, then I'd continue with whatever the medical field there. Maybe I'll try another kind of job. But at first, your mindset will be, "Hey, I'm just trying this out. Okay, let's see where this goes." There's still this point of uncertainty during the earlier periods of starting out as a YouTuber or a content creator. But as time went by, I can see that there's a significant growth. It wasn't that big of a growth, but I can see that hey, I think there's something going on with my channel. Maybe I should continue. And then there you go. I continued, and then my channel grew for some reason, and then became a career. So yeah, it just kind of grew on to me.
Actually,
along the way.
I want to take a closer look at that part. Was there a point na you'd say that your YouTube channel suddenly just exploded?
There were a lot of times. My channel grows in a kind of like a sporadic way. Sometimes there are, if I make the content, there's a content that will click, and then it will start growing for just a few months until I get tired of making that content. and then I'll try another content, and then that content will click, and then another month or maybe 2 months of doing that content, and then I'll
Alright.
get tired of it, and then my channel will start
Are we saying
growing
you're
slowly again.
Are we saying that you're switching between games, or you're doing like completely different things?
Well, it's more of like I'm a guy who gets tired easily of doing things that's kind of repetitive. Sometimes I like doing new things constantly.
Okay, wait.
I want to try new things and try to give something new. As a content creator, there will come a time where you're doing a kind of content, and people will tell you that, hey, you have to be consistent. You got to keep doing this kind of content. But once you keep doing that, there will come a time where you just get so tired of it, and you're gonna crave for something different.
Oh my.
So that's why I aim to be a variety streamer instead of like just concentrating on League of Legends or Dota 2, which is kind of which was kind of it was
really
the kind of
picked up.
content that blew up in my channel before, like peenoise gaming, peenoise play Dota 2, peenoise play this, peenoise play that. And then we started. I got tired of some of the games. They're like, "Oh God, can I do something else?" I know it's fun. I know people love this, but I'm not enjoying it anymore because like it just keeps getting repetitive. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's pretty
Oh,
much it. So,
well-
but if there was a kind of content that really blew me up, I think it was the Train to Busan parody dubs. Yeah. So yeah, that was it. That was the point that really blew up my channel. That opened up to a lot to the general audience in a way, to
Like-
the mainstream Pinoy audience.
Like how many? Like at when before Train to Busan, and after, like how big was the jump?
I don't. I'm actually the kind of content creator who doesn't really look at the statistics and stuff. It just I just wake up. Oh, okay, I have this kind of subscribers, or I have this kind of views. All right, nice, awesome. Okay, and then I just move on.
Okay.
Sometimes I've learned from before, like earlier, even before my channel blew up. I was so crazy about numbers. Like, am I reaching my goal? Am I doing? I will check my statistics every day. So that made me crazy. That consumed a lot of time. So at some point in my journey, I kind of stopped looking at the numbers and just concentrated on making content. So yeah, but my growth of the channel right now isn't really fast, but it's really steady. It's slow but steady. It's not stale. It's not stagnant. It's just growing, but not as fast as everyone would think would grow. So I'm kind of happy with that. As long as I'm seeing some results, it's good. I'm good with it.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, it's been promising actually seeing everything, and you know what? Screw the medical field. It's
somebody can
long
relate.
hours.
Oh, really? You're in the medical field?
Rai is.
Uh,
Rai
no,
was.
I took like 2 years of pre-med before deciding I didn't. Well,
Ah,
more like
see,
locked
yeah,
out.
man.
I took another course. And then, yeah, when I graduated, I wound up in game development. Now I'm not in game development. I'm selling guns.
Oh man, that's even better.
Variety, diba? Good times.
Yeah, man.
Life-
You'll never really know what you want in life until you get a lot of
Yeah.
experience.
Especially for is it okay to call you Gian? Or
Yeah, sure, dude.
so yeah, Gian is the guy that will never want to fall into a routine. So,
Yeah.
so I guess that's why you like to make all sorts of different content, because it just gets boring for you after a while.
It does.
So
It's like
yeah, right.
So you said you've been doing this for like 4 years, right?
yeah, almost 4. Yeah, about to 4 years.
Ah,
I
so
think. I don't know. I forgot. I lost count.
what was the first video, or what was the first game you ever made content of?
Ah, yeah. So, back when I was starting my channel, I always thought that first impressions would last. So I didn't want to start with a game that's been overplayed or a game that's all over the internet and stuff like that. Because some people will just say, "Oh, you're just bandwagoning." So I think
Yeah.
the first game I ever played was either that Pokemon Rage game or this super weird Japanese game called Cho Aniki. Either of the two. That was my first 2 videos. So it's either Choaniki or the Rage game. So I really wanted to uh I really wanted my first video to show my personality. You know, that's what I wanted my viewers or my first time viewers to see, the personality. So I made sure that there was a game that could showcase that. So my rage personality with the Pokemon Rage game, and then my otaku-ness or my weebness with a weird Japanese game. So
I told myself I wanted to see Troaniki. I just opened Google and decided to close it back again.
all right, there you go. Yeah, that
It's
happens.
very Japanese.
It's very Japanese.
I mean, very weird Japan.
Actually, like, it's in a playlist. Like, I made a lot of playthroughs of weird Japanese games. So like, I made a playlist called "What the Fuck Japanese Games." It's there.
This reminds me a lot of Muscle March from the Wii. I think PewDiePie did that before. Hold
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
this is weirder. This is so much weirder.
Yeah, it's like a
Japan. That's
2D shooter gone wrong. Well, gone right, like in Japanese terms. Really.
depends on what you like, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So actually, the first video I saw of you was that Let's Play of the Filipino horror game by Zeno, which at the moment I can't remember the name of.
I think it was Nightfall.
Yeah, oh yeah, Nightfall. There. So, I did used to see the CEO of Zeno a lot. Back when I was working in video games. Nice guy.
Yeah, he
Uh,
is. Saw him in ESGS, I think, last time.
Yeah. So actually, that was the first time I saw you. It was around the time I was also researching for content creators for our own games, and yeah, I found you. I found you doing Nightfall. I think it was. Yeah, I haven't played Nightfall, but I thought it was a great thing that you were covering locally made games.
Yeah. It was my own way of giving support to our game devs. So yeah, I really wanna dwell in the indie scene of the Filipino,
oh, that's very
the
vast.
gaming world. 'Cause there's not a lot of game devs that get into the mainstream, or there's not a lot of indie games here that are made by Filipinos. So I usually check out a lot of them and make sure that anything that's interesting, I should probably cover it in my channel just for everyone to see.
It's gonna be a busy year.
It's gonna be a busy
Uh,
year.
Oh, really? I'm looking forward for more stuff then.
Yeah, I mean, last year we saw what Sandata, Gareth.
Yeah, I
Martino.
tried it. Yeah, man.
So man, those are still in development, but I'm really excited to see those come out. Especially Garrison Archangel. I'm ready to throw my money at them.
Haven't seen that yet though. At least try
basically,
Sandata.
that's basically it's like a spiritual successor of Armored Core. If you were ever a fan,
Oh shit, sorry.
That's okay.
Never heard of it.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It's Armored Core meets Virtual On. So it's you build your own robots and then you fight other people's robots.
Okay, I see. Well, I was never
And-
a fan of mecha though.
Ah man.
that's totally
Well,
fine.
you should at least try out Garrison Archangel for the loading screens.
All right. So, well, if it comes out, in its full glory, then I'll check it out, man.
Like if, based on there's a lot of actual games even in the AAA space that's coming out. Which one are you looking forward most?
Oh man, I'm looking forward to a lot of games. Well, I think I'm really excited for Detroit.
Oh,
Detroit Become
Detroit.
Human, because it's probably the only game that will be. I think a lot of Twitch viewers will be happy about, because they're gonna see me screw up all my choices and stuff. But but personally, I'm really looking forward for God of War 3, The Last of Us 2, the Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts
Oh, that's
3.
not coming this year.
Yeah, I
Doubt
know.
that.
I'm glad though, because there's so many. My problem right now is that there's so many games coming out, but there's so little time. I haven't even
yeah.
finished. I haven't finished Metal Gear Solid 5. Haven't finished Persona 5. Haven't finished Nier Automata. I have a lot of games in my list. Even the Pinoy Me game, The Letter. Haven't finished it yet in my channel. So I'm
have
actually
not
pissed
started
off.
that.
Yeah, I am actually pissed off that a lot of games, AAA games that I'm really looking forward to are coming out this January.
Yes.
So I'm like,
Ah,
where am I
shit.
supposed to? Where am I supposed to schedule all of this? I have lots of plans, but like I said, too many games, so little time. Oh, by the way, the letter is awesome. Probably the first Pinoy game that I really enjoyed, and it caught the attention of a lot of people, even in the international scene.
Oh yeah, big fandom for
Yeah,
the
you-
letter. I just haven't
you
started
guys
it
should
yet because
Play it. It's really underrated though,
Okay.
but
It's
it's really
terrifying.
nice.
Personally,
It's
recommended by
terrifying.
Gloco. We'll definitely check it out. Yes.
I'm horrible with horror games.
In terms of a horror game, it's not really that scary in a way. Well, maybe it's because it's a visual novel, but the story, man, the story, the characters, the voice acting, everything, it's just so good. Like remove the horror aspect, and you have a really nice story, like a really good story about characters and character development. It's really nice. It's good. So, yeah, I should finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So-
strong
Anyway, yeah,
praise
yeah.
there.
So,
Yeah.
Gian,
I bought it a while back. I've just been too scared to open it, so I may just try again soon. Maybe when
good.
it's bright out.
Yeah.
Gloco has ordered you to.
I order everyone to try it out. Yes, really, it's really good.
All right. You mentioned a while ago na like so many games, so little time. So maybe let's have a little help us see a little more about what's the day in the life of the content creator Gloco. Like, what's the schedule like for you?
Well, the thing is, I'm not like some other YouTubers who work so hard, considers this like their, like their everyday career thing. I'm actually one of the laziest. I classify myself as one of the laziest YouTubers. So I'm kind of lucky with my fandom, but I'm really lazy to the point that I don't really have a schedule. I don't have a definite schedule of what to do in the day. I wake up, and then I turn on the PC, and then I stare at the screen for like a few hours, and like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? Maybe I'll play a bit of PUBG just to rile up my mind and stuff, like just jumpstart my brain. And then later on, it's like 4 hours later, and then, oh god, I'm so tired, I want to sleep again, and then I sleep. And then I wake up, oh shit, I haven't done any content for the day, and then I'm gonna cram. It's basically how I was in college, okay? I was a lazy college student. I love to cram, so I carried that over to being a content creator, and I just find the easiest ways to exploit stuff, and that's it. I just do things that make work. So if maybe if I gave a little bit of more effort, maybe I could have grown my channel a bit more. But yeah, I'm just chilling. But hey, I'm happy. I'm happy with
All right.
the way things are though.
So
Although it needs improvement, but it's good.
all right. So Gion's life as a content creator is actually quite spontaneous, apparently.
Yes, there you go. That's the word.
But I don't know. I don't think I would like readily agree with that notion, because every time I see you, you always have a camera. You're always trying to make videos with someone, especially in conventions, especially if there's an event.
Yeah.
You're always
There's
trying
nothing else to do.
You're always there. I don't know what your definition of lazy is, but like almost every time I see you, you're always recording something. So I don't know.
No, that's the thing. That's the only like, those videos that I keep recording in conventions and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes some of those videos don't really get into my channel, There's like 2 conventions that I recorded. Never got to touch them in the editing software. They're sitting there along with like a whole folder of other, travel vlogs and other vlogs. I think I have like a hard drive full of those that I have never edited. It's mostly because I'm too lazy or tired to think of a concept on how to make, how to edit it, in an interesting way. So,
And
yeah.
and by the
I mean,
time
compare my vlog to other vloggers here in the Philippines, you'll see just how much effort the other vloggers are putting in their vlogs, and mine's like, okay, I'll just let the people in the video do all the interesting stuff. So, yeah.
and you just come whatever comes natural, huh? Okay.
Yeah, whatever comes natural. That's a kind of.
Well, it
Yeah, I
makes
do think when you're as spontaneous as you are, you should be rolling most of the time.
Whatever
Like,
interesting, yeah.
You just take whatever and then figure out what to use later.
Exactly. Like if I see something interesting, okay, this is interesting to vlog. Okay, I'll just take my camera. All right, let's see where this goes. And then, thank God, most of those moments are actually quite interesting. And they make it in the vlog. But most of the time, some of it, it's just stupid, awkward stuff. Yeah.
like okay, now I'm curious. What's one of the things that you might remember off the top of your head that you decided not to post?
There's just so many I can't remember. I can't really. There's nothing that comes on top.
Okay.
Yeah, I just can't remember. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Like, cause okay, so I guess how you work is it's almost always on. Like, the camera is almost always on,
Yeah.
and if you stumble upon something that feels like it's gold, you dig it, you
Yeah,
and then you
exactly.
post it. Okay.
So here's another thing. You're rolling the camera most of the time, so like you have this very flamboyant persona in front of the camera as Gloco, and when you're rolling all of the time, do you have to be in character all of the time, or like you switch it on, switch it off? How much of you is actually that character?
Well, that's the thing. I think if the cameras are not rolling, if you're just let's say for example, you see me on the street randomly, and you just look at me from afar, I am like this distant, very distant, unapproachable guy with this look on his face that says, like, don't come near me, something like that. And it's more of because back in college and high school, whenever I'm alone, when I want to spend my time alone, I usually have this very what do you call this? I won't say antisocial, but what do you call it? What do you call it? That those kind of people who don't want to go out that much.
Introverted, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. I
Loners?
have this aura. Yeah, there's this aura around me that just spews out introvertedness. Yeah, because back in high school and college, I would, whenever I want to go to the mall, whenever I want to go to somewhere interesting, I would go alone, and I like that. I didn't really want to go with friends or anything because I want to do my own thing and stuff like that. So whenever I'm going out, just on my own, like I'm gonna do an errand, I'm gonna do or I'm gonna watch a movie alone, or I wanna buy something that I want. Usually I want to do it alone. So so most of the time it's just me. I'm on a serious face walking around. I'm not like that crazy guy walking and being all flamboyant and stuff, is that's gleaming and shit. Nah, I'm like, I have this like dark aura around me.
The
when
loner.
walking alone. Yeah, exactly, and I like that. Like it's not a problem for me. It's just how I prefer it. But whenever like someone recognizes me randomly on the street, it's like switch on, boom, all right. Fan service, and I appreciate that. Okay, I don't hate that. Okay, I love that. It's the least I can do for my fans, and I love it when I meet fans randomly in the streets and stuff like that, conventions and stuff. So yeah,
Like, how often does that happen?
yeah. I think it's been happening quite frequently nowadays, just recently, I guess. Like maybe every time I go out, there's some person that will recognize me. At least one or two person.
Okay.
And especially if I'm wearing a gaming shirt or like my Timo hat, that's when people really recognize me. But yeah, there you go. And then some people will tell me that
broadcasting it.
yeah,
Like,
but
I'm not sure this is Gloco. Oh, he's wearing gaming stuff. Oh yeah, that's definitely him.
and to be honest, like I just like wearing gaming shirts and stuff like that. So yeah. And it's because I also I've received some messages from people like they weren't sure if it was me, but they were really shy to approach me. So sometimes I just make it a point to just wear something gamey or geeky, just to give people a hint, but not really like telling them, "Hey, it's me, Gloco," but just a hint that maybe it's me. So, that's it.
Actually, you mentioned just now about Filipinos being shy, and then you also mentioned that you're a loner back in high school, at least high school, college, maybe, or maybe you just didn't find people that you like to hang with, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you were in nursing, and you didn't want to be in nursing. Like, it's gonna generate that. Anyway, like when you started streaming, like, did you find it scary that you were gonna expose yourself to the entire internet as this crazy Gloco character?
Not really, I think, because that was my chance to actually show another persona of myself. Like, I'm not really sure if it's a persona. I think it's just something that there are times where I wanna be a flamboyant guy, and then there are just times where I just want to be alone. So yeah, let's just call it a persona. And I was really heavily influenced by Japanese entertainment, and I can really see just how different their kind of entertainment is compared to like Filipino entertainment or Western entertainment. I see a lot of wacky characters there that mixes wackiness with seriousness, and it just works out so well. So I was really influenced by that kind of aspect. So when I started streaming, I just said that just
let
be
it rip.
yourself, but don't look like a douchebag, don't look like a jerk, don't look like some kind of unapproachable character, but still be yourself. So just talk or just speak your mind. That's it. That's what I told myself when I was starting streaming and recording myself in front of the camera. So back then, if I watch my videos from way back, I would see myself like, oh my god, I'm cringing so much. Why are you like? Why did you even say that? Why did you make that joke? Why are you making that face? Why do you look so sleepy, dude? There's a lot of things that I had worked on when I began. So yeah.
It must have been quite a challenge because considering how far you've gone. But there's kind of a revelation. I mean, I hear that people, when they make an alternate character for their YouTube personalities, it's basically another part of them on steroids. I guess that's how you would interpret Gloco.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
I think the Gloco character, the Gloco persona, is much more prominent when I'm with my friends. Actually, it switches on when I'm with my friends, but when I'm alone, I'm just the other me. So when you're, let's say for example, you hang out with us in a gaming house here in the peenoise realm, or if you live with us, I'm like this really noisy guy that's shouting at everyone, like trying to annoy everyone and stuff like that. But then when I go out, it's like, okay, I'm in a whole new environment. Okay, just shut yourself out. Shut yourself out or something.
Okay, so yeah, there's private, it's like private Gian and public Gian, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, you said a while ago that since you're kind of spontaneous with how you like to work, you're and you don't like to work all the time because that's the point of what you want to do. So what do you like to do on your time off?
On my time off, Actually, watch I well, other than playing some games like casual games, I watch a lot of anime. A lot of anime. It's like my day isn't completed without watching an episode of whatever whatever series I'm watching right now.
Whatever current season.
Yeah, exactly. And then sleep. Yeah, that happens a lot. But I hate it. I hate sleeping actually. But it's something that my body craves so much. So yeah, it's the irony of my life. I sleep and then time flies by and then I feel like shit. It's like, oh god, I couldn't do anything today because I sleep. And also like I don't like to go on long hiatuses or vacations. Because constantly it's in my mind that, oh shit, I need to make content. I have to upload something. Oh god, my fans are waiting, my supporters, what will they do? What am I gonna do? God. So yeah, that's always on the back of my mind. So I can't really relax whenever I'm given the time to relax.
Okay. So I guess you could say...
what's on your to-watch list at the moment for anime?
Oh, okay. So the new season just started, so I haven't really watched all the first episodes, but just recently I watched Cardcaptor Sakura. It's back, boys. For those,
Childhood is back.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
There's a new season of Cardcaptor Sakura. All right. Yes, I was a real big fan of that shoujo anime, and then Overlord. The second season is now coming as well. And what else? Yeah, there's nothing else I think that I haven't yeah, I'm gonna check out the other stuff. But for the past season, I watched Maotsukai no Yome. Really good. It's really magical. Also started watching Trigatsu no Lion. It's a really nice anime for those who wants a roller coaster of feels. And what else? There's also, oh god, there's just so many animes. Of course, Shokugeki no Soma for those who want to crave food, they want to watch anime. And oh my god, I forgot. I don't know. There's just so many.
Now I have like two questions for you.
RWBY Ruby. Anyone who's watching that? Inuyashiki. There you go, Inuyashiki.
Oh, that finished recently, right?
I still need to see that.
It's really nice. And god, there's just so many. Oh jeez. Oh well, that's it. That just I have a my anime list. Just search Gloco's my anime list, and you'll see all my recommended animes there.
All right. That leads me to another question. What is like your current best of all time anime?
Alright, so let's roll that back. So, yeah, you said you were doing a bit of traveling and vlogging about it. So, you went on this trip to Mindanao, right?
Yep. Again, the Oro City.
Cagayan de Oro City. So, Alan was just talking about the video you did about that. I haven't seen it yet, but Alan, you want to talk about that?
All right. So, yeah, you suddenly did a vlog of while you were on vacation, of all things. I guess that's how lazy you are. You still work on your vacation.
Yeah. There's nothing else to do, man.
So, what, like, some people might view your video as kind of, might have a political tone on it, because you were trying to see what martial law was like. That was exactly your title.
Yep.
It's like, do you think you'll be doing more of that in the future?
It comes to political stuff. Nah.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm an avid lurker in Facebook, and I live in Mindanao. I used to live in Mindanao. And I have lots of friends in Mindanao, and then sometimes it's just kind of funny seeing a lot of articles and stuff in Facebook telling that, oh no, martial law and stuff like that. And when I think about it, it's not that bad. Like it's totally different from the stuff that you saw in the history books and shiz. So, and a lot of my friends have been telling me that it's not that bad in their present situation there. So when I went there, I really wanted to get the chance to actually show the people that hey, they're okay. It's not that bad. You guys don't have to like rustle your jimmies out for it. So yeah.
Well, okay. I guess he just wanted to raise awareness that Mindanao is a big place, and just because the entire place is under a certain rule right now, it doesn't mean that it's bad everywhere. Maybe it's bad in some places, but not in every house that you'll see out there.
Exactly. It's just my general rule that if the people living in a certain place is fine with it, then it should be fine. Like you're not they're the ones experiencing it. They're the ones who want it. So no need to like be a social justice warrior for them for the wrong reasons. So that's my general
Alright.
rule.
I guess that's fair enough, yeah. Alright. Let's see where we're going with this. Okay. So you mentioned a while ago that you like to do variety content, you like to make other types of content. Like this 2018, what kind of content do you think you'll be making? Like what are you looking forward to make?
Yeah. A lot of variety for this year. Hopefully I can get started on February or at most during the after the first quarter of this year, because I'm really planning a lot of anime related and gaming anime related stuff. And let's say for example, I want to do a live action parody of some openings, some anime openings, or maybe some anime scenes.
Oh, good God.
Something like that. So let's say, for example, I'll dress up, like, for example, the latest Cardcaptor Sakura, I'll dress up as in a low-budget costume of Cardcaptor Sakura, and recreate the opening in a low-budget live-action parody, something like that. It's always something I've always wanted to do or try.
All right.
I just wanted to go. It won't be like the staple of my channel or something. It's just something I really wanted to try. But and then let's say and another thing before the gaming community, I wanted really want to do video game social experiments. So what happens here is that if you guys are familiar with Mega 64, they do videos where they take some elements from the video games and then they put it out on public. So one what do you call this? One plan I really want to do is, let's say for example, the new God of War 3. Let's say I hire a guy that looks and can talk like Kratos, the latest one, and then I hire like a preteen kid who can act, and then they're gonna go around like Manila doing like father and son things. So get a haircut, go to the park or something like that.
Okay.
Do some stuff. While in costume.
In character.
That guy. Exactly, in character. Then I'm gonna record that from afar and just see everyone's reaction. So I just want to see the shock factor in everyone's faces.
You better you have to either do have him order a Happy Meal or a Chicken Joy. You gotta do one of those things.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then I imagine like Kratos was like what are you doing? Like, and then the kid is like being doing kid stuff, annoying his dad and stuff.
My part.
Exactly. So that's something. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I mean that particular skit, but that was just something that was always in the back of my mind. So yeah. Or let's say for example, The Last of Us. Have someone who can play Ellie and Joel, and then you know that how in the game they really like to shout at each other just to see where they are. Like Ellie, hey, Joel. And then they'll be in a public place, and then they're gonna start shouting, Ellie, Joe, and then stuff like that.
Okay. Well,
or let's say, for example, Persona 5. I don't know if someone has done this before. Like, I'll dress up like Joker, and then I'll have someone dress up like a shadow, like somewhere in the street, and then I'll try to hide. Just hide. And then when a random passer goes by, I'll suddenly jump out, and then that thing that you'll never see it coming, and then I'll jump over that shadow guy, and then I'll reveal your true form, and they will be like, "Oh, what the fuck is happening here?" Something like that. So yeah, I have lots of ideas for it. So
All right.
hopefully I can.
So yeah, but you're more of a It sounds like you're planning to do a lot of skits instead of just
Exactly.
reacting to games and let's plays.
Yeah, I really want to dwell on the comedy side of the plans for my comedy shiz.
And the way you're talking, it doesn't sound like you're planning to slow down at all with this Gloco
No.
brand of yours. Like,
Actually, back in 2017, I was supposed to do all of those in 2017, but 2017 was like, holy crap! A lot of suddenly a lot of opportunities came, like a lot of offers, like a lot of stuff. So 2017 was like a big tutorial level for me for the things that will come. So let's just say that I had a lot of things planned back in 2017, but I never really got to do them. But at the same time, 2017 was a year where I got to try a lot of new things that I never knew I could do, or I would do. So hopefully this 2018, I'll focus more on the things that I want to do. Hopefully.
all right, so it's kind of surprising for a guy that describes himself as a lazy streamer or a lazy let's player. Like, you've gone on and created a variety of content for yourself. You have removed yourself from you're at least attempting to remove yourself from just being purely gaming, and now you're even planning to make skits. Like,
Yeah, it's time to stop being lazy. Cause who knows? There's always this thing in the back of my mind where maybe there will come a time where just people will stop watching me for the things I'm doing. So, I just want to keep myself relevant in the time. So I really want to dwell in other types of content where people won't get tired of me in a way. So it's time to stop being lazy.
so, like, I guess your true final form will be like Gloco the Entertainer, I suppose.
Yeah, too much.
So yeah, I guess you even maybe even 3 or 5 years down the line, I might even just Google you and you're still doing something crazy,
Hopefully, man. I don't want to stop this thing. But who knows? A lot of things can happen in a few years, so we'll
Right.
see.
Right. Did you want to ask anything, right?
Drawing a blank at the moment. Just really excited to see what Gloco comes up with next.
Actually, yeah. And seeing if I can mess with him at the same time. Anyway, yeah. I think we've covered like how you started and how your life is. Maybe we could close out with maybe what you'd like to share to anyone listening out there. Maybe a strange story or maybe advice for those who might want to follow in your steps.
All right. So I think a lot of people are pretty much interested on like tips on what to do, how to start, how to get those views, how to get those followers and stuff like that. So in this time of like in this present, I think year, yeah, in this present times of content creation, I think it's pretty obvious. A lot of people are suddenly becoming content creators. They want there's a lot of aspiring content creators now. Everybody wants to vlog, everybody wants to make their videos, everybody wants to spread their stuff because they got inspired by some people. So but the thing is, a lot of people are also very what do you call this, hopeful that they'll grow big really fast. Okay, that's what concerns me. Some of these guys are not setting realistic goals, and they just might get disappointed in the short run if they what do you call this, if they I forgot the term, but I just want everyone, for those content creators who are aspiring right now to grow really big, just want you guys to be careful with the stuff you guys are putting out, and also set realistic goals. Make sure that things are practical and that things are not, that content creation won't bother your everyday life, because some people are just so crazy about doing stuff and content creating that they start forgetting about their other things in life. And also, if you guys really want to get yourself known in this present time of with this congested market of content creators, you guys have to be prepared to make something really, really unique, something that can really, really, what do you call this? That can really appeal to the masses, but something that can that also shows your personality and something that you can claim as your own. So,
All right.
yeah, I think that's the most important thing right now. All right, and just as long as you're doing things and you're happy with what you're doing, then yeah, keep on doing it. But if it comes to if there's a time that comes that you're starting to get stressed out with what you're doing, then it's time to like take a break and reflect on the next things you need to do. So yeah, I think
Okay.
that's the best advice I can give to you guys right now.
No, that's it feels very relevant, and well, that's very nice of you to show concern to those who actually take inspiration from you and other big YouTubers out there. So ladies and gentlemen, it's Gian Gloco, the man with the plan. The man with, like you started like
Just a plan.
you started this interview saying that you had a backup plan in case the whole Gloco thing didn't pan out, and then during your vacation you make your own vlogs anyway. You're a contradiction to how you describe yourself, in my opinion.
Yeah, like the thing is, I've been exposed to other bloggers as well, dude. I've spent time, real life time, with some vloggers here who made it a career for making vlogs, and I can tell you guys, I am really lazy compared to them. Let's say for example, dude. Let's say for example, if you guys know Will Dasovich, if you know Kong TV or Roger Racker.
Okay.
There was this one time I went to this to the YouTube fan fest thingy, and then I went back. I got smuggled into the backstage, and there I was expecting the YouTubers there preparing for their performance on stage and stuff, or maybe just resting. But what I saw was like almost every YouTuber there was busy editing their stuff, like their previous vlogs, their other stuff, and like, what? Really? If I was there, I'd just concentrate on what I'm gonna do, on my stage performance or something, or just eat. But
Okay.
there they were. Even one guy had was celebrating their birthday by editing their videos. And then when I spent time with Kong TV and Roger Rocker, like every freaking moment, they would vlog it. And I was just holding my camera. I didn't know what to do. Like, what am I gonna record? And then they were just like it was like they were directing and editing their video at the same time, right then and there. They knew what they wanted to show to the viewers. So
All right.
so yeah, I just have so much respect to other YouTubers, and I just think that I don't think I'm giving out the same kind of effort that most of them are giving. So,
Okay. So it was kind of a humbling experience for you, I guess.
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that if I could actually just give more effort, I could probably do more. That's the thing.
I think it's okay. I mean, if this is the pace that you're happy with, and you're happy with the results, then what's wrong, right?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I think we're coming to the end of this interview. Unless Rai has any other questions that he'd like to chase.
No, I think we're good.
All right. Okay. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Gloco, thank you for
Yay.
coming.
No, thank you for inviting me, guys.
All right. Yeah,
That's
it was
nice.
it was short notice, but we enjoyed the company all the same. And thank you for being our
Thank you.
first interviewee for the year.
Yeah.
We've gained
Thank you, guys. That's
you've
nice.
given us a bit of a view into the life of Gloco, and actually quite a bit of insight about what it's like to become a content creator of your caliber.
Wow. It's just so weird hearing these things still for me. Oh, yeah.
All right. Anyway, so I guess we're gonna close it out. So again, this is the Reimaru Files podcast, the first one of 2018. I am Lentropy, and we are being joined by Rai. And would you like to say goodbye for us, Gloco?
All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Reimaru Files podcast. And I do hope I'll see you guys in my streams or in my comment section or wherever you see me. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Play games, watch anime, be happy.
All right. We'll see you till next time.
Don't do drugs. I don't know. I'm just spouting out stuff. I don't know how to end